So now that I do have your attention, because there's a lot of money in the bag somewhere for that business idea of yours, let me introduce to you my guest. Baba Adongo is the Program Director, Engine Projects, and Deputy Country Director of TechnoServe. And Joe Japon is Entrepreneurship Manager. Good morning to you, gentlemen.
Good morning.
So what are we selling? I mean, it's too good to be true. Is it true? I just have an idea, very good idea, and then you're ready to fund me?
Yes, it's both an idea and an existing business. You apply with your concept for a new business, or with your concept to expand an existing business.
Okay.
And then we would screen it. But prior to the screening, we would give you training over a period of 2 days, and then we leave you to go back and we screen your business idea and then give you a thorough training over a period. Now when you go through this training, we would give you the skills to be able to do an oral presentation to a panel of judges who would then score and select your business idea. And once you go through, we would give you funding, seed capital, and technical assistance over a period of 12 months. Okay, so within a year? Within a year, you would have received technical assistance in terms of consulting on how to implement the business idea. Okay. And then, in addition to the seed capital that we give you, we would also link you up to private equity financing or banks or other financing schemes that would also augment what we put into your business.
Okay, so let me understand. Are you helping me to get a loan, or you're giving me money to do my business?
We are giving you money to start your idea or expand your idea for free. And then, I mean, of course, where our money may not be able to fund everything of your business, you are doing business to be able to expand, and so we would, depending on your financial needs and your funding requirements, we'll link you up to private equity firms to take equity stake in your business, or we'll link you to bank financing for term loans for working capital needs and other requirements.
Mr. Joe Japon, what's your interest? Because you're giving me money for free, and you're not related to me. I mean, it's just that my business is a very good one.
Thank you very much, and good morning to your listeners. It is free, but mind you, it's coming from somewhere. UK government, through DFID, is giving us this money, so we have to do our homework well, especially for the selection, because people have some kind of perception on these programs about when it becomes competitive. People don't normally believe in what comes out as winners or who comes out as a winner. So we look at it from that perspective, and we make sure that we do the right selection. We are looking for scalable businesses. We are looking for sustainable businesses, innovation. So it is not everybody who is going to win. It is true, but it will be based on scalability, innovation, and sustainability.
Is there a cap on the number of people you're looking for?
Interestingly, we have a target to reach out to about 5,000 entrepreneurs in Ghana.
That's a lot.
Sure.
And you have enough money for all these people should they qualify?
Let me take it from there. We have to reach about 5,000 entrepreneurs in Ghana. Out of that 5,000, we are going to scale it down based on the rigorous competitive approach. We're going to reduce it to about 1,000. 1,000 within a 4.5-year period are going to receive training, and we will scale it down to 500. And these 500 guys are going to be, we will call them finalists. And out of the finalists, 100 will be selected as winners. So these winners are the guys who are going to receive.
The beneficiaries.
Yes, but we are not saying that if you don't win, then you go empty-handed.
So this is more like a competition then?
Precisely.
Okay. So have you started it already? Are you scouting for business ideas and business persons, those who are looking to expand their businesses already?
We have started already. We have structured the program in such a way that it will allow us to get feedback and then also refine as we implement it over the 4.5 years. And so the first 6 months of the program, we started with a pilot phase where we reached out to 158 businesses, including new ideas. Then we received 66 concepts. So as of now, we have 66 concepts who are the first and the pilot cohort, and we are taking them through the processes to get them. Now in May, we would scale up in Accra and then in Kumasi. And then in November, we would be scaling up in Tamale.
Okay.
That will be for year 1 of the program. So that while these people are going through our mentoring and technical assistance program, we would then go to the next phase, which is in year 2, to target another set of businesses.
Okay, so it's a good thing that this is across the country then. I mean, it's not just Accra.
Yeah, it's not just Accra. We have taken into account the needs of every part of this country, and we are implementing it across all the regions in Ghana.
Okay, all right, so now that we know what's in the bag, let me just say that this is not entirely new. This is not entirely new. I mean, engine is new, right? This particular project.
Engine is new. Engine has incorporated lessons learned in our earlier BPC competitions, and so we have refined engine. And engine is a new concept,
okay,
so to say.
Okay, but TechnoServe, the organization that you work for, is the same one that brought the Believe or Begin.
Believe, Begin, Become.
Okay, what happened to that project? Because it was similar. You were also funding businesses and business ideas.
Yes, TechnoServe is the same organization that implemented Believe, Begin, Become. Of course, over the years since 2002, TechnoServe has run nearly 54 business plan competitions across the world. Ghana was part of that process, where we implemented Believe, Begin, Become.
It wasn't quite successful, was it?
It was successful. We ran Believe, Begin, Become in over a 3-year period, and the last edition was in 2010. We have created a number of businesses out of that, and during this launch, there were testimonials from some of those businesses who have survived and who have had people invest, private equity firms investing in them, and they've scaled up. And so to the extent that we have implemented Believe, Begin, Become, we have chalked quite a reasonable success rate of businesses.
All right, I do know that no matter what good idea comes somebody's way, there are people who would also want to outsmart what you're bringing on board. Some people can come up with very good ideas. They may seem very genuine just for the money. Is there a particular tracking system that will ensure that people don't take advantage of this project?
Yes, we agree, and we know even the multinationals and companies, there are a couple of issues that have come out that people have stolen ideas or corporate principles or something from the boardroom. So we agree, but the issue here is that we have put in place mechanism to deal with that. As we speak now, anybody within the engine team, we are committed to signing on our concept, what we believe we can do in future, so that, and it will be documented and sealed. Everybody will sign, so that in the next couple of years, when the program is over, we don't seem to have people coming back and saying that, okay, if I'm doing something, you don't come back and tell me that this is my idea. Beyond that, from our perspective, that's from our perspective. And beyond that, our selection for judges who are going to, the empaneling of the jury, who are going to take care of or do the ranking, we will make sure in Ghana here we have a couple of names, or we have a worthy people, or an experienced and accomplished people, or chief executive officers, entrepreneurs who can put their expertise together to help us do this. So we are signing a confidentiality agreement, full disclosure and all those things with this cherished jury, so that people will have confidence, or they will trust us during the rollout. So it is not anybody who is going to be signed on as a judge on that program. We make sure whoever comes on board as a judge or as a BDS consultant, we'll make sure the person has a high degree of credibility, and is somebody who people will take him serious, and is somebody everybody will trust.
Okay.
But to add to what Joe just said, in terms of making sure that people don't just get the ideas come in just because of the money, we have developed a very thorough tracking system. Even the screening stage, we have introduced some other screening tools that will be able or would assist us to gauge some of that. And our monitoring and evaluation system has been built to withstand some of these tricks that people might employ to just come because it's money to spend. In terms of the money, the money is actually to fund the businesses. The money is not to fund the lifestyles of the entrepreneurs.
How much money are we talking about here?
We're talking the equivalent of $10,000 US.
Wow. Okay.
Per business.
Per business.
Per business.
And how many businesses do you intend funding? We
intend funding the cash awards would go to 100 businesses, and 500 businesses will receive technical assistance, which will be in the region of half of that amount.
Okay. So where in the process have we gotten to now?
We've gotten to...
This is just the beginning of April.
Yes. We have finished the first training. And so the first the pilot cohort made up of 66 businesses, with the 53% of them being female. We have just finished the training on Friday, and we've taken a break for 2 weeks to do desktop review of the concepts, and then we would invite them back to the classroom and get seasoned coaches to take them through various concepts in business.
Okay, so are new businesses also still invited?
New businesses are invited, existing businesses are invited, and any person, provided the only criteria is that you have to have a business idea. The business idea should be scalable, it should be implementable, it should be sustainable, and then we can replicate the business.
Okay, so have you taken this whole project to the tertiary institutions? Because you know, in fact, most genuine, very brilliant ideas may start from there.
Yes, this is just the beginning, because you know, every project or program like this, the first quarter will be putting together your plans here and there, and maybe launching the program. We've done that. We've been able to complete our work plan for the first year, and within the first year, we plan to roll out this program through the various tertiary institutions. So we've earmarked a number of institutions who we're going to reach out to. One of such institutions is University of Ghana Business School, and Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and any other business any other tertiary institutions. And again, we see National Service Secretariat or National Service Scheme as a critical area that we can get a couple of businesses from, concepts from. So we are trying to reach out to the National Service Scheme or National Service Secretariat to buy into their program. You know, they have their annual service week, National Service Week, where the association organizes their annual workshops, and we are trying to tap into that and maybe make a presentation to them and solicit for business ideas and concepts. So actually we have all these tertiary institutions in mind. We have captured them in our work plan, the first year work plan, and we hope to roll out to most of them.
Okay. So do you have offices in the other regions?
We have currently we have an office in Accra. We've reached out to some regional ministers who have given us the indication of giving us office accommodation in their regions so that we can deploy our staff to move in. In Kumasi, we are working with other institutions who would house us in their offices, and then we would roll out the program in Kumasi. Okay.
So take us to the beginning of the process. If I'm interested, do I pick up a form? Do I have to pay for the form that I pick?
If you are interested, we have a website, and the website is engineghana.org.
Engine as in the car engine?
Engine as in the car engine.org. And so the process begins in several ways. You either come to our office and pick a form, you download a form on the website, or you get a friend to pick the form for you.
Okay.
But we would be going and be advertising for people to know where to pick forms.
Okay. And you don't have to pay for it, do you?
You don't have to pay for it for now, but as we roll out the program, if there would be the need to introduce some administrative charges, we might, but for now it is free.
Okay. Okay. Because at certain times, some people might also want to take advantage of this one and charge people, act as middlemen and charge people for it. Okay. So, the idea sounds really good. Idea sounds really, really good, and I'm hoping that a lot more people will take advantage of this. Is there anything else that you want to say, something that we haven't touched on but you think is essential that you bring it out?
What I would say for now is that this program is open to all Ghanaians, and it is irrespective of the business area that you are in. You can submit your concept. The only area we wouldn't consider is buying and selling. If you have to, you are importing goods to sell, we don't look at those concepts. But we would be looking at concepts where people are looking at introducing concepts to sell maybe Ghanaian or manufactured goods. We would be looking at those.
So you're promoting Made in Ghana?
We're promoting Made in Ghana. We're promoting, because the essence is to create an emerging leadership in the business community.
Do you have support from government though? Is government supporting you in this project?
In terms of cash, government is not yet supporting us, but we would be reaching out to government to look for partnership. But in terms of the infrastructure to do this program, we're getting that support from the private sector ministry, and then we're getting some support from the Ministry of Trade.
Okay.
I think one area that we'll be looking for is the leveraging, because we can't do it alone. After 4.5 years, if we don't get continued support from our project sponsors, what happens? So we'll be looking for other stakeholders to buy into the program, especially with the financial institutions. and the private equity or venture capital operators perspective. You know, most of them are still struggling to get a very good deal to invest in. So this is a very good opportunity for us to work as a team to build a new crop of enterprises or businesses for them to also buy. So we will be looking for people who are interested in that this program to come on board from the beginning so that we can build it together. Right.
All right, Mr. Joe Japon, Entrepreneurship Manager, thank you so much for your time. And Baba Adongo, Program Director, Engine Projects, and Deputy Country Director of TechnoServe. Thank you for your time.
It's a pleasure.
And this has been my banner, really. And please take advantage of it. I think it's important. Can you just give the website again?
It's www.engineghana.org.
Okay.
The program is sponsored or funded by the UK government through Defeat Ghana.
All right. So just go to the website and see the process and be part of it. If you have a business idea, they are not charging you for anything. Just sell to them what your idea is and prove that it's an idea that's worth sponsoring, something that can make you a lot of money someday, and be part of it. So come back with Roland to wrap the AM show up for this Tuesday. I'm running ahead. Stay with us.